Okay, you all, as soon as I figure out how to get over here and pull up my screen, because, what did I do? Please click open Zoom. All right. I saw it. I gotta find it. All right, I think I have found it. I need to share my screen. No, wrong screen. I need to share that one. Okay, and then I need to start my video. All right, and then I need to place myself where you guys can see. Hey, Mary Thomas, how are you? Lunch and learn, people, lunch and learn. Hop on if you can. And if it is your lunch hour, come on and join in with me. All right, you can share this with others. Let me know you're here. I can only see the comments to keep from echoing. I can only see the comments that are made on my phone. Okay. Where is it? I guess. I need not to. Mm-hmm. He has to pick up his boots from. I told him if he was going, okay, pick them up and put them in my car then. That's fine. All right, you guys. Hey, Sherry, Mary Miles, you guys, and so lunch hour. Hey, yes, lunch hour. So I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to get make a conscious decision, as I talked about in Go members, to do this, to be your ghost at an hour in which you can come on. So if you got any team members, go ahead and share this with your team. And this one will be one that I will upload to YouTube to help us understand. So this has really been laying heavy on my heart. And again, we are just getting started. For most of you that are new, if y'all can hear me, let me know, because I can't turn the sound up or anything, okay? So if it's any distracting, y'all will have to post and let me know, because I don't want to mess up the video by playing with a lot of stuff I don't understand. But here it goes. I came on earlier for those of you who are, we always like to restart our business goals and our efforts and learn and at the beginning of the year. And this is whether you have just become a new associate or you've been an associate, but every year it's like reading the Bible from Genesis to Revelation. You can read it all year, but every time you read it, you're going to find out something different. So there are tax laws that have changed, definitely, that we need to plug in the numbers and see what is different there for us. And then why does my econ preach income shifting strategies so hard to everyone, especially to those of you who say, I only wanted to get involved in my econ because I only wanted to repair my credit, or I only wanted to get in my econ because I wanted to sell. I only wanted to get in my econ because I wanted to learn investing. I wanted to learn how to take my money and make money. The thing about your only wanted to do this is that we're going to teach you what you don't know. And what you don't know is that any one of those areas, I just wanted to pay off my debt. And in most people's mind, when I think about people saying, I just want to pay off debt, is they're looking for more money. Okay. Any one of those areas, people are looking for, if it's in credit, we're looking for debt. When you say, I just want to make my credit good because I want to buy a house, I want to buy a car, what you're saying that you don't know that you're saying is, I want to obtain more debt. When people say, I want to eliminate my debt, or I want to consolidate so I can pay all of my debt on time and my expenses, because there's a difference between your debt and your expenses, okay? what you're actually saying that you don't know that you're saying is that I want to make extra money. Okay. And then if you say, I just want to learn how to invest, what you're saying or what you're not saying is, I need to accumulate the money to invest. And so you don't know that you're saying these things because we don't understand the world of finances and the idea or the concept of any one of those areas is going to affect, if you're going to do it effectively or produce effectively, it's going to take you keeping your money. Okay. Most of you already have jobs. So you have to go back and ask yourself this question. Money is not the problem. So what is my problem? And what the problem comes down to is what I do with my money. What am I, where does my money stand? Is my money in a positive cash flow situation, or is my money in a negative cash flow situation? And so as much as you say, I just want to do this or I just want to do that, you get the opportunity through my econ to learn it all. Okay. Now, how you initiate it effectively will be on you. But I trust that once you start seeing any of the other financial structure as it is given through our system, you're going to have a V8 moment and say, wow, credit really wasn't my issue. My issue was understanding the world of debt. The issue was my mindset as a consumer. The issue was I didn't have enough money when I created that, or I have enough in my salary, but I'm losing money through other areas. And so today, what we're taking a look at is, I gave you a video earlier, and I gave you some things that you should have already done, and you should have already reported that you did. Like, for instance, reviewing your website, understanding what your products and services were on your work on your website, and then working on your financial success membership in your back office, and being able to plug in from the Smart Money Kit all the way up to understanding how to your ID Defender and working to put your information in there, downloading your key log and defense system and all of that good stuff. Okay. And then I also share with you that what you should do is make a list of financial goals and business goals. Now, what would go with that list would be you moving now to your cash flow strategist, putting your information in your cash flow strategist, and at the best that you can, and then getting with your upline or watching a video so you could truly understand. And now I'm going to come on with the cash flow strategist and talk about that, not today, but I will come back and talk about that. So here today, we're moving you forward because we can't stay there. And hi, I'm your ghost for this first month of 2018. Now, y'all might make me go into February, but I'm not trying to stay there, okay? So here we go. This train keeps on moving because at the first stop, at the first station, stop is we've got to understand where our money is going, and if there are any possibilities of bringing that money back to our household. You will hear a lot of associates say, give yourself a pay raise. They may put $200 to $500 on there, which that number varies. So I don't put a number on it because it varies on how much money a person is making. Even if a person has already completed a W-4 form, those are various variables that we cannot predict. But we can say most likely these people can get this much and that much, okay? So today we want to talk about a major area or a major concept of my econ, which is income shifting and the effects of income shifting, okay? So let's go to the next slide. What is income shifting? Okay. Income shifting is a strategy of moving a person's income from a high tax bracket to a lower tax bracket. Okay. That means our tax brackets used to be 10%, 15%, 25%, 30%, 35%, all the way up to, I think it was like 44% it could be. So the less tax rate that you tax bracket that you're in means the less money that you actually pay to the IRS or pay in liability, okay? Now, my econ, if you understand that, say I understand it. Even if you work, thank you, Teresa, for giving me likes and hearts. Y'all, please start doing that to let me know you're there and you're understanding information. So now, this is one of the major areas that you got to understand in taxes is that generally most of your money and the highest expense that we have is taxes. Everybody across this country is affected in some kind of way by taxes. I mean, it is amazing that we can't get water, we can't get gas, we can't get lights, we can't live in a house, we can't drive cars, we can't do anything without, we can't drive on the highways, get better roads in our country part of our towns. We can't do any of that without being introduced to taxes. You cannot open a business because when you open a business, especially a traditional business, you've got certain tax laws, regulations that go along with your business that you might want to do business, but you better be ready because taxes is going to affect how you set that business up, what type of business it is, and if you're going to be able to continue to run it, because you've got to follow the regulations, the laws, and so forth that are put forth. Now, My Econ is a home-based business, and we're giving you a tool that you don't have to do anything to, because everything that affects you as a business owner, from laying out your website to the licensing to your what it is that you need to do to tie in your business technology, everything has been done for you, and this system has been proven to work. And that's why a lot of people go into network marketing as a strategy of income shifting, because they can work it from home, they can work it on their own hours, and they can take the financial value that income shifting strategies has. So with that being said, My Econ gives you 5 ways to shift your income. The first one is addressing the W-4 form, right? Okay. The second one is to save money on your taxes. The third is business income. And the fourth is debt elimination. And then finally, asset accumulation. Okay. So we're giving you at least 5 areas that you can learn and apply to your income situation, and you can actually lower your tax rate liability, or lower your tax liability, okay? Which is absolutely amazing, okay? So let's see how amazing income shifting is. Now, when you become a business owner, let's say a home-based business owner with My Econ or any other company that you are with, you are privileged to deduct expenses incurred while operating your business with the intent to make a profit. One of the most common tax deductions that we have, and we're talking about deductions that you take that you don't have to change your lifestyle at all, okay? You just have to change the way you live your lifestyle, and some more things I'm going to talk about later, okay? So you've got car and truck expenses, because everybody has a car, a truck, some type of vehicle or transportation, right? We have interest that you're already taking on your home mortgages, loans, certain loans that you might have at the bank. You've got bank cards such as American Express, MasterCard, Visa, Discover. The interest on there is a write-off. You're using them anyway. So now when you go in business, you get the opportunity to put these things in business with you and write them off. And remember, this business is with the intent to make a profit. Communication, that's a common deduction. Right? Because everybody has a cell phone, everybody has internet, everybody buys things that have to operate these types of merchandise, and you can turn around and write a certain amount off for each of them. Then there's meals and entertainment. For 2018, the rule has changed. You won't be able to just go out and have a meal and prospect and so forth and write the meal off, but you will get a chance to have a meal the same way we've already been teaching you, by having a home party, by sponsoring a business event of some type and writing off the meals that go with that, with the proper procedures of recording. That's not this type of video. We'll talk about that later. 5, travel. You still have the opportunity. Most of you take travel all year. You go on cruises, you go to family reunions, you go to different little trips and stuff you make traveling. You get a chance to write that off. Okay, then wages. You still get a chance to write off wages for your children, your grandchildren, or certain children that are 17 years and under that you actually are a blessing to. And now you get a chance to shift their allowances over to a tax write-off of double the amount that you used to have. I think it's up to about $12,000 or $13,000 now, within reason of their employment status and their work. And then finally, you get a chance to depreciate things that you buy for the operation of your business. They're not expenses, but they're depreciable. Okay. Like this laptop, this lawnmower, and you might have things like a camera, which is an investment in your business, but the expenses to that camera are an expense write-off. And then all I'm doing is pulling up here the publications that go along with this through irs.gov. Okay, everybody with me? All right. So now that we know these 7 common, which are the common deductions that we teach in my econ, all else is a bonus, in which I forgot to add a picture of the material that you need to support this. And hopefully another associate will add this once we get through, put the picture of the 2 books that we work from on here. I want to show you what a difference. Let's go back. We've got just 7 common tax deductions. You have a desire to income shift. And so you income shift by working your business with the intent to make a profit. Okay? Now, let's take a look at what the new tax law, based on the new tax law, what that shift can do for us. So when you got married filing jointly, this example is an example of a person who's married filing jointly with 2 children, okay, without home-based business deductions. Their total income is $100,000. Their standard deduction for 2018 is $24,000. Their taxable income is $76,000. Their estimated tax liability in a 12% tax bracket, which is the new tax bracket for 2018, is $8,739. Now, this same couple comes over here and they add just $20,000 to their business deductions, lowered their taxable income to $56,000, and they have lowered their estimated tax liability, still in the 12% tax bracket, but they have saved $2,401. Now, this is going to reveal a whole lot more than I'm prepared to discuss out of this so-called great new tax cut that we have. But I'm hoping that you seeing that you have lost your exemptions, because before, here's what would have happened. 2 people takes to be married, right? 2 more people, right, would be your dependents. That would have been 4 times 4,050, and you would have been able to deduct that amount from the $76,000, and that bottom line would have been your taxable income. Well, the bottom line is we don't have tax exemptions anymore under this new tax cut. But what we do have is business, and we get an opportunity to create deductions by operating our business, legal deductions by operating that business. Now, this person only did $20,000 in business deductions, so they lowered their income. Therefore, they saved $2,401 in savings. Under the old tax laws, look at what we lost. We lost almost $600 in tax savings. Now, I don't want you, these are real numbers, these are estimated numbers, but they're closer to where you really are, because everybody says how wonderful and how great this tax cut is. But the wonderful thing about you is you get a chance for all of the tax write-offs that were cut from the Schedule A you get a chance to make up for it by learning your available business deductions and truly operating your business with the intent to make a profit, setting yourself up in business, guys. It just makes sense all day, every day, shifting that income to a positive cash flow by bringing as much money back home as possible. And as I have stated right here, you do not have the earned income credit calculated here, or the child tax credit, or the additional child tax credit that is calculated in these numbers. However, if you cannot lower this taxable income, there's a threshold, okay, which is the adjusted gross income when it comes to EITC and CTC, that will make a possibility for you making this type of income not to even be eligible for earned income credit. So the only way you're going to be eligible for earned income credit is you got to lower that adjusted gross income. Do y'all understand? Do y'all understand? Let me know you understand this. Okay. So while you sitting, well, let me go to this next example, because this one's going to blow your mind. Take a look at the single person with $100,000 income. And you can do the numbers yourself just like this. Take a look at this. And I'll also put a link on this website on our page where you can go and look at your tax rate schedule and so forth. I wanted it to be easy for you to see the new tax rate schedule. Download that and make a copy of the first 4 pages. You'll need all them other pages that come with it. Make a copy, put it in your financial file so you'll know how to do this. We will teach this online and have it in a discussion. Okay, and it's not that hard. See, I'm just subtracting, adding, subtracting, and doing percentages. Okay, let's look at the single person with $100,000. They get a $12,000 standard deduction, okay, that increase. But there's no exemption. So their taxable income is $88,000. They are now in the hole with the government of $15,409.50, people. Okay, so when you actually take a look at it, you could deduct $15,409.50 from this $80,000. And that's actually how much you actually bring home. So do you see that, people? Somebody do that. Somebody deduct the $88,000 minus $15,409.50 and then put it on this feed and show me how much you really bring home. And this is the problem with building or creating negative cash flow. You think you got positive cash flow because your income is high, but your income is truly low when you pay out all of your money to taxes. I hope you guys see the value in income shifting. Okay. So I think I did this wrong. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did this right. This side is 24% tax bracket. That's what you're in. Now take a look at on this side. This single person added $20,000 of business deductions, and then they turned around and lowered their taxable income to $68,000. That's an estimate of $12,967.50, and they lowered their tax bracket to 22%. Now look at this whopping comparison. Okay, under previous tax laws, you would have saved $7,587.50. Under the new tax law, with no exemption for you, honey, okay, or sir, you only save $24.42. Now, what we're going to see is mentally, any savings will count, because I'm going to go into the financial calculator. I'm going to show you what some of these numbers, what a difference these numbers will make to you if you invest. Okay. But first, I want to show you what a difference it makes if you decide that you are not the person who just want to get your credit done. You're not the person who want to sit on your business. You're not the person who just want to invest. You're not the person who just want to eliminate debt. But if you are that person, go ahead and do as you feel. We're going to teach it all, and then you grab what makes the difference for you. Okay. So this is a huge difference. Do y'all agree? This is a major difference in tax savings and your money savings, guys, when you go in business. Okay, for real. Now, how does this affect your finances long term? It's very simple. No income shifting, you lose money. Income shifting, you keep money. That's what creates positive cash flow. Not how much money you make, but it is how much money you keep. That makes all the difference in the world. You can put it like this. If I'm going to work 40 hours a week, let me do it how my husband works. My husband works 40 hours and some. He's a coach. He's going to work off time. He's a principal. He don't have sense enough to cut nothing off, nobody off. He's taking texts all day, all night. So you can say he worked 24/7 until he goes hunting and fishing. And I still think he's answering texts out there and phone calls. So he's working all of these hours. Shouldn't he get a chance to bring all of that money home? You add up your own costs, but I want to bring as much money home as possible for my hard work and my broke down body when I get through. Now, let's talk about this because it's important with the new tax laws and with last year's people, especially in my econ, being audited. The state of Arkansas does not like us. Bottom line, they don't like us because we are revealing to people the truth and we're teaching the strategy. And so they're lying and you're going to have to get some power behind you. Starts with education. Secondly, you might have to get an attorney. But let's do the right thing first. And the right thing is to understand the difference between a hobby and a business, okay? Because this is important. Let me do this. There are people who see the numbers and they enroll in my econ. They see the light on the W-4 and they enroll in my econ and use page 2 of the W-4. What they don't see is integrity. They don't grab the true knowledge of how income shifting works. And it's first going to start with, because, you know, anybody can market and make it look lavishing, but it's a foundation that is built that's going to make the true difference for everyone. So on Team Vision, after we get through marketing, we want you to know that you are responsible for operating your business legally and you are accountable for what it is that you submit to IRS, not Miss Pace, not your downline, not Ivy, not June Collier, not Brian Bean, not the Bobos, not the Cedric Williamses in life. You can say, well, Cedric told me to IRS all day long. They ain't trying to hear it. You can say, Ivy told me. They ain't trying to hear it. Y'all understand that? Okay? So, hobby versus business. For tax purposes, a hobby is defined as an activity that you engage in for sport or recreation, not to make a profit. Now, when I see this, I see a lot of you who look like this. You look like this is just a sport. You feel as though you can go to your meetings and that's all you have to do and you're good. That's not true. You look like this when you have sporadic production from your business. That's not good. You have to use the intent to make a profit and understand how that is defined. Even if you earn occasional income from doing such an activity, the primary purpose must be something other than making a profit. Again, what are you trying to get to? What are you trying to accomplish? This is why we teach you the things that you need in place in order to get there, because you've got to have, that's another training where we talk about business plans and all that kind of stuff. And then this is another thing that my econ has given you all the guts and the tools that you need, but you need to go to your back office, learn what tools that you have. I like Latricia because she shows us tools of her marketing, building her tools to put a prospect in. We've got everything on here that you need to legally operate your business, but you got to use it. And you don't have to go outside of my econ to do that. This is what Ivy was trying to tell y'all in that video, and he's very nice. I'm just going to come at you and say, you keep going everywhere else when you have what you need in my econ. Use your Power Pack tools, okay? Now, the IRS allows you to take a tax deduction for legitimate losses incurred in the operation of your business. Notice the key word is operation. You have to operate, okay? You cannot participate. You have to operate. However, if your business claims a net loss for too many years or fails to meet other requirements, the IRS may classify it as a hobby, which would prevent you from claiming a loss related to the business. Now, I don't know nobody that want to lose, okay, that want to get their allowances disallowed. So we got to pick up the pace and do the right thing in 2018, correct? So you got to operate your business. And with something else I wanted to see out of this. However, if your business claims, okay, the net loss. Okay, so you also have to understand that my econ gives you two examples in the back office that shows you the difference between a net loss and the profit. We're not here to teach you just to have a loss. We're teaching you to have a profit because you can still lower your tax liability and have a profit. It can be to the good. So you're not looking at, oh, if I make $200-300 now and I take $20,000 worth of deductions, that's all I want to offset my career income and I'm going to be okay. I'm here to serve you notice as a tax professional, you will not be okay because they're going to do checks and balances. And if you make more money than the income that you're making, they're going to question that. So the IRS classifies your business as a hobby. You'll have to prove that you had a valid profit motive if you want to claim those deductions. Okay, that's right, Latricia. So you got to have your business packaged just right. My econ has packaged that in the tools. Don't ignore your website if you're going to income shift. Now, if you're not income shifting, this is not for you, okay? Now, earning a profit in my econ. The IRS expects that if you start a business, you intend to make money at it. If you don't, your business is likely to be a hobby, okay? So to determine if your business is a hobby, the IRS is going to look at these factors. Now, let's go back and talk about, we let you know that you don't have to work this business. You don't have to work the business side. But I do tell you this, don't try the income shifting, okay? Don't try this. You know, it's one of those things where you don't try this stuff at home. Let it go. That's not for you, okay? But if you're going to do it, follow what we're teaching you and it will work for you, okay? But you got to intend to make money. So if that's your intention to make money, cool. We got another private page for money-making people. If all of a sudden you have not seen anything from that page, that is because I removed you because you don't want to make business income. And we've got to go after the people and really help people set themselves up and talk about ways to make income through your system, okay? Like the My Econ website and products and services, okay? No offense, you get the business, you get the other training over here, which is financial. Now, what are those factors involving? Do you put in the necessary time and effort to turn a profit? Okay. Have you made a profit in this activity in the past? Okay. Profit is different from making money. Or can you expect to make one in the future? So your goal has to clearly state how you're going to make more money and raise that capital in the future. Do you have the necessary knowledge to succeed in this field? This would be having the type of income you need, going to the seminars, watching the videos, having the right mentors that you can record that you've been with your mentor. Okay, do you depend on income from this activity? I depend on income even if it's $1 from all of my activities, but you got to show that. Are your losses beyond your control? And beyond your control would be necessary expenses that are incurred that are beyond your control because you got to operate your business and you show a reflective plan that says this is what I want to do and this is how I'm going to do it. Okay. Now, what does legally taking tax deductions mean to you? IRS requires you operate your business as a business. Can't say it enough. That's why I'm repeating it, not a hobby. So, therefore, it's simple to do. The first thing is if you have a career, you can make it part-time. All you have to dedicate is 4 to 5 hours a week. but you got to map that 4 to 5 hours out. This is not the video to show you mapping, but use some common sense and map it out. Number two, full-time is 36 to 40 hours a week. If you're in that and you're mapping that out and you show that this is your primary income and you're trying, you really got to show to the T, to the state now, and well, probably to federal too. I wouldn't leave nothing out. Then you get that opportunity to keep those deductions, write those deductions. And here's the deal. Now, common sense thought is, if you say I'm part-time and I'm really working these things, you should make some money now. There's no way. There's no way. On my other video to my leaders, I talked about making a conscious decision. And a conscious decision is what? It means that you're putting your full effort. You have made the decision to put your full effort into building residual income and leverage income and to build financial freedom. Okay? So you can do it. You can do it, people. Okay? If you want to. Now, here's how you do it. You must obtain business paraphernalia. And this is going to be your second homework. From what we talked about in the beginning, these are the things you should have. Well, my econ is giving you a website. All of our websites are the same. Use your tools, download your apps to your phone. Now use the apps to spread love. Let people know that they can also download your app to their phone and get business, okay? Do business with you. So you got a website that was built for you for an enrollment of $10 or $35, and you can keep that website active for $35 a month. I'm just rounding it up, okay? That's another thing. You must keep your business active, 35. Not only that, you initiate a product or service. I think we keep forgetting to share with you guys. You know, when you get in other networking companies, you're required to produce so much. My ecom requires $2 CV for you to rank and you to make money. So each of you need to go look at your products and services and get an auto ship. One of the ones that I shared with everybody that you are already doing most likely, and that is you have roadside assistance with your car insurance. The difference is that roadside assistance, right, that you get with your car insurance, you don't get a dime from. But if you go to your own road assure and enroll, that's an expense you're paying for anyway. You're not doing anything but shifting your money from all the insurance to giving yourself a little bit of it. You get paid from it. Go get your own product. That's one in which you don't have to add any more financial burden on. The others, I would check out the products and services. Cherie is on here. She's let us know constantly how our health products work. But what I catch some of you doing is going and believing in other products. And although you cannot use the product, you may have an illness or something that don't match, you've judged the entire world. So you don't introduce it to anyone. Okay? Introduce your products and services. Then obtain business cards. You can go to your back office and they will have business cards there. You can actually, if you know how to design or know somebody else, you can make your own. You can go to Vista Print on your cash flow, on your cashback mall, and you can actually make cash back by ordering them from there, and you can make your own cards. The only thing that I advise is do not put a rank on there. Add independent associate, because you keep ranking and you would have to change business cards. Okay. Brochures. How many of you have my econ brochures? We're talking about income shifting, because if you're going to qualify, this is the stuff that they're looking for. If you got audited, you would want to be able to put them in there. Don't come borrow mine. Don't come ask me for mine. Put it on your agenda to order your business stuff. That's how you operate your business with the intent to make a profit. Thank you. 3 weight loss products that are all natural. Okay, so get your brochures and set your budget to include keeping your brochures. And when you get those brochures, make sure on the back you have stamped your information or you have put a label, because there's no sense in putting a brochure in somebody's hands and they don't know who to contact afterwards. Okay, then prospect list. You have the opportunity to have a prospect list. I can help make business cards if anyone needs them. Okay, great. So you got a prospect list. Y'all get introduced to Allison. Um, your prospect list, you got software in your back office for your hours of operation, your business activity, and your prospect list. You have the software, and I would use what you're paying $35 a month for to put the prospects, and you get a chance to make notes on, did they become your client? Did they reject you? Did they become a business partner? Bam, you got records right there. Then schedule your hours of operation. I hear many of you say, oh, I don't have time. So then here's what you do. You disconnect it from GroupMe, which is very powerful conversations on there that I'm looking for you guys to conversate with us. You are not going to look dumb. Talk back. This is an environment that helps us help each other and hold each other accountable. And sometimes we get funny, sometimes we get spiritual, sometimes we love on each other because we have losses in our families, want to pray for each other, want to let you know what's going on. And I don't understand people with all these nerve conditions that can't, anyway, let me stay off of that. Somebody say I be too abrupt when I talk, but I ain't gonna go there, not now, but I ain't gonna promise you no rose garden. Now, schedule your hours of operation. I just told you 4 to 5 hours. And you can do that on one day. That could be on Saturday. And then be specific. What am I going to include on that 4 to 5 hours on Saturday? Okay. I don't know half of y'all. Patreon, Ghosting, wonderful. I don't even know you, baby. I'm glad you're here though. So operate your business. And the last thing says, work it, work it, work it. So work it. And if you work it, you win, win, win. My Econ has set you up with a win-win situation. I don't know any other company that gives you the opportunity to do what we do. We don't just turn around and preach to you that you're going to have true financial success by just having a product sale, jumping around with a jump rope and a hula hoop and getting in shape. Because see, some people don't realize that when you have that product, what's really making the difference is you have disciplined yourself to exercise with it. All right. Some of y'all ain't be doing no exercising, so come on over. But that's not all that it pans out to be at times. And if you do, we're not blocking it. We're just trying to get you to see the value of what you have, because true financial success is in financial strategy. Okay, let me give you a quick testimony and then I'm done. I worked as an Avon representative, and I probably made, this was before my Econ, and I probably made anywhere from $300 to $500 a week. I was still broke because I had no strategy to my money. I was working a job and I was making that. We also made money through, we would go to businesses and we would put up, air freshener thingies. And we had a contract with people. We go do that drum myself. But we were so messed up because the budget wasn't right. We didn't know that our taxes, we were losing $12,000 a year in taxes. We were not saving anything when we submitted our tax return. He only had investments and I had investments in my 401k. We did not have a colorful portfolio of asset accumulation. We had debt, and we were making it from paycheck to paycheck on high income professionals we were, and we still couldn't make it. My Econ was a lifeline in which nobody can come to me with anything else because I got the point. Not only that, my Econ threw me the lifeline, and then I was able to expand to my own business and my own dreams. It gave me something I didn't know I could work in. Okay. Matter of fact, I never planned on working finances, but now before we got this system, I raised up a credit repair business. Okay. I've raised up other areas of myself, marketing, design, desktop publishing, photography, and all of this because I took my gifts that I had. My Econ taught me how to take my gifts and let me know that scripturally, when it says your gifts make room for you, is that was what God gave me my gift for, to help me produce income for me and my family. And it doesn't get any better than this. And so I could go out, launch out into the deep with faith, not understanding everything, but enough foundation to where I could expand to become an author. I'm a published author. That's why I said I got to do it this way and let y'all go, because I got 2 more books to pull up and to produce. And I've created my own 2 financial programs for adults for the spiritual world and for the natural world, in which just landed me a contract into the school system. Now, everybody, that's not your vision. I don't say try that, because we got a lot of people trying to mimic stuff in my econ. Only mimic you. This was God-given anointing to go this way. And so I've also raised up a nonprofit organization. I'm not afraid to find out the regulations, the laws, and try and line up with them and promote my business and try my best to move it debt-free, because Ivy taught us how to build our business on a debt-free basis instead of always looking to go and borrow business income. Okay? So it doesn't get any better than the information that is being fed to us in my econ for you to be great. So a lot of times we're saying, let me be great. Let me tell you something. In the Bible, I think about Pharaoh, and he says, and God told him to let my people go. And he didn't have a choice. We make that statement, let me be great. But guess what? Nobody has to let you be great. You have to choose, make a conscious decision to be great. That's what my econ does for us. It helps us make that decision to be great, and then gives us the tool and the education to be so. Okay? So this is the top of this is your goal speaking to you for 2018. I want to hear your report. Go to GroupMe. Let me know what you think about this video. And there are more to come, because, man, y'all are pulling the greatness out, and I want to be great. Humble at the same time, but great in the eyesight of God, according to his will and his way and his word, and help my people. And by the way, we are not a scam. There are people that still question, is this a scam? You ought to know by now to introduce this product to more people. We've got only probably about 5 days left before the end of the 12th. And many of you can be ranked up if you would go and let them know the passion you have and the belief system you have and what you are a part of, and get them signed up and enrolled and move forward for $10. Okay? We ain't no scam. $35, if you calling that killing you, then you got real issues, and I can understand why you will quit. Okay? Because some people say, I haven't quit. I'm just waiting on this. No, honey, you quit. You sat down. Okay? All right. God bless y'all. I love you. I'm going to wait a minute. Do you have any questions that I need to answer at this point? Any comments that I need to see? Let me know how you enjoyed this. Let me know at least one thing that you may have learned from this little presentation and training on today. All right? I will appreciate that. The teacher always wants to know that you're learning. I'm going to be quiet just a minute. Just a few more minutes, because this is also my YouTube video and I'm going to post it. I don't want to have people waiting. And those of you who, let me do this plug. If you watch this video and perhaps any associate of my econ has sent this video to you, just to give you a feel of what it is that we do and how we teach and train, then get with them immediately to get started. We want you to be in a win-win situation as well. If you are listening and you are just hearing me for the first time on YouTube, then I can move you forward myself. Me and my husband, Jerome, are in business to help people, and that's what we love doing. And so get with me. My information will be included in the information on this YouTube video. It will be included how you can reach us and how you can get started right away. Okay? All right, guys. Just want to help you move forward. God bless you and have a great day. Bye-bye.